to 1982, the year Madonna released her first single, Everybody. The year Ronald Reagan sat silently in office while way too many young gay men were dying. The year that AIDS was finally named, and the year that no one dared to dream that same-sex marriage was even possible. Most importantly, 1982 was the year a group of graduate students at UCLA, so outraged by the lack of stories and images of gay and lesbian people in mainstream popular culture, took matters into their own hands and formed the Gay and Lesbian Media Coalition, which became Outfest. A lot has changed since 1982. Now Madonna makes her own movies. Our stories are finally being included by mainstream media makers on TV and film and on the internet. And this past May, Barack Obama became the first president in US history to publicly support gay marriage. This is a testament not only to his strength as a leader, but to the work so many have done to shift the culture. By ensuring that our lives and our stories are visible, we have moved the needle. From fear and discrimination to familiarity and equality. Movies have this incredible ability to bring people together, to spark imaginations, to start conversations, to move strangers in the dark. For the past 3 decades, Outfest has been at the center of this storytelling and this transformation. Today, we're reaching audiences and showcasing moving images on a scale few could have imagined in 1982. The ripple effect of this work extends across the globe. Films that have been incubated in our labs, brought back to life by the Legacy Project, and picked up for distribution from our festivals have screened literally around the world. Outfest has grown from a film festival to the leading organization that promotes equality by creating, sharing, and protecting LGBT stories for the screen. We have accomplished so much in 30 years, and yet this is just our opening act. We are laying the groundwork for the next 30 years by forming new partnerships and by expanding already impressive array of programs. Outfest is committed to inspiring storytellers and developing the next generation of filmmakers. A few months ago, in conjunction with LifeWorks at the Gay and Lesbian Center, we launched a new program called Outset. 15 young people participated in a mentoring program that resulted in 5 short films that will premiere next Saturday at the Directors Guild of America. This is a program I have dreamed of for many years, and yet I never imagined that this first crop of films would be so excellent. This is the future of Outfest. Next March, we are unveiling a project funded by the Irvine Foundation to bring LGBT cinema to East LA and South LA through Fusion Labs. They're going to be pop-up style micro cinemas and workshops. This is the future of Outfest. On October 13th at the Legacy Awards, we will be premiering our most significant film restoration to date, the 1919 silent film, Different from the Others. This film is arguably the earliest surviving cinematic work made explicitly about gay people. It's directed by Richard Oswald, co-written by famed psychologist Magnus Hirschfeld. It is the only film of a group of gay-friendly movies made during Germany's Weimar era that escaped systematic destruction by the Nazis. With support from the David Bonnet Foundation, we will develop a study kit and collaborate with educational institutions to get this important film into schools so that young people, both gay and straight, will see with their own eyes that LGBT people have a history, a rich history at that, one worth remembering and celebrating. This is the future of Outfest. And as you heard earlier, we've joined forces with NewFest to become the very first national LGBT media arts organization. New Best program by Outfest Director of Programming Kim Utani kicks off in 2 weeks at the Film Society of Lincoln Center, and over the next 12 months we'll be solidifying the partnership. This is the future of Outfest. Some of our most committed contributors have stepped up to invest in our future. Please join me in thanking those who've contributed to the Next 30 campaign. And of course, it's not too late to get involved. You can see me at that after party. As I look around the room and see so many familiar faces and a few new ones, I see the heart of Outfest. Right now, age 30, beating strong. I see 30 years of filmmakers who have maxed out their credit cards to make movies that matter. I see 30 years of volunteers who have donated their time, the most precious gift of all, to strengthen our community. I see 30 years of members whose generosity is the backbone of the work that we do. As part of this anniversary year, we're collecting your stories. The film that changed your view of the world, the community you've discovered, the family, the people who have become your family. Throughout the festival, we'll be recording your stories, so stop by our video booth and tell us your Outfest love story. On this historic night, the 30th anniversary of Outfest, we celebrate our heroes, the determined college students who founded Outfest, and the men who carried on the dream. Executive directors Larry Horn, Morgan Rumpf, and Stephen Gutwillig. The man who dedicated his life to activism and the power that film has to change the world, Vito Russo. And an artistic revolutionary who for nearly 50 years has challenged the status quo and brought us characters who live in the margins and are beloved by the mainstream, John Waters. Thank you all for being such a vital part of this 30th anniversary. I look forward to the next 30. Thank you.